What's going on, everybody? What's up? It's your boy Mike, the Naughty Cruiser, and today's episode is a very simple one. My top 10 travel essentials, whether that's on land or on sea, what I take with me. And be sure to stick around to the end because there are a few bonus items I have added into the end of the video. So let's get right into it. Let's roll that intro and let's begin. All right, guys, it's real simple, right? Today's video is a simple one. My top 10 things that I take with me, no matter the length of my voyage, whether it's a cruise or a land-based destination. These are things I take with me. Yes, I do not take everything with me, essentially, on board a land trip, but majority of the things I'm going to show you and talk to you about are things I take with me, whether it's land or sea. So first things first, we all know whether you're going on a cruise or you're going international, the one thing you should always have and start your voyage with is that passport. If you don't have one, I highly suggest you get that passport because that right there is your golden ticket to anywhere, whether it's on an ocean liner voyage or a international trip, you're flying to Spain, whatever it may be, you're going to need that passport. Now, a few of these things I'm going to talk to you about are going to be things that everyone should have or currently uses in some shape or form, like the cruise lanyard. We all have that infamous cruise lanyard. It holds the sign and sail cards. It holds the medallions for princess and things like that. We keep it around our neck. We keep it in our pocket. That's number two. Always have a lanyard. I don't leave without one. And to be honest with you, it's a great little thing to have. And if you have these little handy dandy magnet hooks, which I know a lot of us already use, it's a perfect spot to just hang your lanyard at the end of the day when you come back into the cabin. It magnetically connects to the wall, takes up minimum space in your suitcase, and it is an essential for not just your lanyard, but you can hang jewelry, necklaces, keep them from getting tangled, things like that. Now, like I said, there are a few things I'm going to show you that you probably already have in your suitcase. That's why there's bonus items at the end. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video for them bonus items. If you can do me a solid, please smash that like button. Hit the subscribe if you are not subscribed so you can stay up to date with everything going on with me when I'm out cruising the high seas, bringing it to you one port at a time. Now let's get to the nitty gritty of the things that I use to make my traveling easier and much more enjoyable, from packing to unpacking when I get home from the cruise, no matter the length of the voyage, right? One thing I really do enjoy is this little device right here. Now, this is a magnetic, MagSafe phone holder. So it attaches to the cruise ship walls. It attaches to some of the railings, the banisters, things like that out on board the ship. And it connects right to my phone, handy dandy. And it's perfect for when I'm trying to get that sunset picture and I don't want the camera to move, or that walking by shot when I'm filming something. Or if you're with a large group of people and you want that great picture and you don't want to miss a person in the photo. How many people have we been on cruises with where we have a large group and, hey, we want to get a picture, but there's nobody we don't know that will hold the phone for us and take the picture? Well, now with this little device, you can take the picture yourself, click it on the smartwatch, bang, bang, everyone's in the picture, nobody's missing. And we don't know where Jimmy went because, hey, Susan is in the picture, but Jimmy is nowhere to be found. Where's Jimmy? Well, now Jimmy can be in the picture. If your name's Susan and your husband's name is Jimmy, this will be your best friend to take those pictures, because now you can show all your coworkers that you actually went on the cruise with Jimmy and Jimmy wasn't left home to watch the dogs. Now, one of the other ones I really like to use a lot is this suction cup MagSafe phone holder. Now, don't be alarmed if you don't have an iPhone that's MagSafe or an Android that has the magnetic capabilities built into it. It comes with the things you need to make your device magnetic to where it'll work with your device. And this is great. It's a little suction cup. Suction cups right to the glass, the balcony door, the mirror, and boom. It's another little phone holder. It's very compact. It folds up real small. I keep it in the box and I just throw the box in my camera gear, and it's always in the suitcase. I never leave home without this one. You can use it at home too. I highly recommend getting it for your car. It comes with a little suction pad that you can mount to your dash or your windshield. And it's a perfect little thing to have. That is why I love taking those pictures that you always see in the Facebook group or certain shots. I have these magnetic devices to essentially take those pictures, those videos, those time lapses, all of those things with. Now this works great on an airplane as well. I usually get the window seat and this will suction cup to the window. And I can get some epic shots outside the window when we're taking off, we're landing, things like that. But it makes traveling that much better. If you're on an airplane, if you're flying in from Australia, or if you're flying into the UK, or even to Australia to cruise, or Japan for a cruise, it's a great little device to have. It'll suction cup to the back of the seat, hard plastic. And now you got something to hold your phone while you watch your Netflix or TikTok videos, whatever that may be. It's an essential product that I use on a daily basis. Sticking with the magnets, we're going to roll right into what I have recently found probably 2 months ago, and I have used it on every cruise I've been on since then because I am a CPAP user. And for those of you who know about CPAP, you know you have that long CPAP hose, and being on a cruise ship, it just lays all over your head. You feel like you're getting wrapped up by an anaconda. No, I do not got buns, hun. So we're not going to talk about the whole anaconda thing. But these magnets that I found for the CPAP hose have been a game changer for me. Now, let me show you. There's some pretty strong magnets. Now, these magnets I found for the CPAP hose have been a game changer. There are 2 of them here. And let me tell you, once they get stuck, they get stuck. You have to apply some force to get them bad boys apart. But essentially what I do with this is I clip it or stick it to the wall. Most cruise ship walls are magnetic, and it is a Velcro loop that detaches, and I loop it around the CPAP hose, and then this goes to the wall, and the CPAP hose stays connected to the wall. I don't have extra CPAP hose hanging all over me anymore, not wrapping myself up like a python coiling around me, and it's an absolute game changer. The hose stays off of my head. It stays from getting wrapped around me, getting tucked up under me while I sleep, and it's a perfect little thing to add to the tool bag, especially if you're a CPAP user. Now, since we talked about the CPAP, let's stick on the path of power for the CPAP. Now, the one thing I like to take with me is this here. It is a key box, and it's got 3 120s. It's got some USBs and some USB-Cs, and it is not surge protected. So that means you should be able to get this on every single cruise line without a problem. Now, I have taken this on board Carnival. I've taken it on board Princess, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian. I've had no issues. The reason I like this is because it is universal power. So you get this power plug that comes with it. It's a European outlet, but you also get every adapter possible in with this. So I usually take this one on every voyage. I really have grown fond of bringing this on Carnival, especially the older class ships, because the lights for the side tables unplug and plug in behind the bed. So typically what I do is I plug this right in behind the bed. I plug this in. I sit it on the floor. I don't have to run extension cords for my CPAP or anything like that. Now, if you're on a newer class ship and you don't have that European power, don't worry, bring your adapters with you. Sometimes I forget the adapters and then I am SOL because there's no European outlet to be able to plug this into. So my backup would be this one here, a non-surge protected little power bank. It's got two or three. It's got 2 120s, 2 USBs, and 1 USB-C. Or USB-C, not USB-C. 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 Either way, tongue twister, whatever it may be. USB-C, USBs, and 2 120s. Again, it's not surge protected. It's a relatively long cord, probably about 5 foot. But the great thing about this is it rolls up into itself like so. Quick, simple. You then take it, you plug it in to one of the 120 outlets, and then you just throw the included rubber band right around it, and you just toss it into the suitcase. It's real simple. It's real light. Not that much weight. Doesn't take up much space. I throw this in the carry-on with all the camera gear, and that is where it stays. I like compact things. So with sticking with the CPAP, let's talk about this right here. This is my travel CPAP. This is the whole thing. So it's real small. It's real tiny. Everything fits into this package. Now, 9 out of 10 times, I do bring my big machine with me because I am a commercial truck driver. So I have to follow DOT regulations. This does not report to the same app that my at-home machine reports to. So I typically tend to bring the bigger one because I have to maintain DOT compliancy, right? Like I have to maintain that for my job to be able to get a paycheck, provide for the family. But when I am able to take this one, I prefer to take this one because let me tell you, this is it right here. This is the whole CPAP. This is the ResMed Air Mini, and it is no bigger than my cell phone. You can't even see it compared to my cell phone. It is one of the best things I've invested in. The power cable is relatively small. It's light. The hose, everything, it's all compact, and it all fits neatly in this little carry bag that comes with the machine. But it's perfect because there's more room, there's more space. I can throw some cables in there, zip it up, toss it on the back side of my carry-on, and I am off to the races. This is one of those things that I am so glad I invested in because it is that much easier to travel with. I don't have to worry about getting distilled water or anything like that once I get on board the ship. I don't have to worry about bringing distilled water with me. So that ResMed Air Mini was one of the best investments that I could have ever came up with. And let me tell you, the cable is long enough. You can plug it in on the dresser, run it right over to the bed. It's simple. It's quiet. You don't have to worry about it. For anyone that is worried about that CPAP noise, I know a lot of us deal with that, right? Like you deal with the little whistling, if you get a little hole in the hose, things like that. This machine is super, super quiet. It is perfect. I have it. I know Chuck has one. I know Tony B's got one. It's one of the best things we've invested in. I think my buddy Matt's got one, and we always travel with it. Now, again, if you've seen past videos and room tours and you saw the big machine, well, that's because I have to be DOT compliant. But if I could use that machine 24/7, 365 and maintain my DOT compliancy, I absolutely would. Now, another big thing that I'm a fan of and I advocate for, and I tell everybody, you need to get these and you need to invest in these. And that, my friends, is those handy dandy packing cubes. Now, these ones are from Carnival. This is a fresh pack I just got off my last cruise. It was the Platinum and Diamond VIFP gift. We will start the bidding on these in June 1st of 2026. I think we're going to start the bidding at $50 because as of June 2026, they're going bye-bye. We're not going to get those anymore from Carnival. But I want to show you what it looks like when you have a packing cube fully packed and ready to go. This is literally over a week's worth of shirts in this bag. I have 2 formal shirts. I have 7 t-shirts, tank tops. Everything I need for a week is in this bag. It compacts. It packs up super small, super tiny. And if you wanted to go on a quick little voyage, like I do sometimes, I fly back north to visit friends or family, or even get a slice of pizza and a really good Philly cheesesteak. I'll pack my clothes for the 4 or 5 days I'm going to be there in one of these. And I just essentially drop this right into my backpack. I don't have to pay for a carry-on bag. I don't have to pay for a check bag. But everything I need for that 4 or 5 day trip is in that one packing cube. So when I tell you to invest in packing cubes, it is a smart decision. I know some people like to roll their clothes. Cameron does that. He rolls everything. But I think that rolling your clothes actually wrinkles them a little bit more. And we all know irons are banned. You can't bring an iron with you to get the wrinkles out of your clothes. So Downy wrinkle release and some hot steam in the bathroom maybe, or you go and use the ship's iron, which doesn't always work the greatest. Invest in some packing cubes. They're relatively cheap. And we're not going to auction them off. They're going to be given away in an upcoming live show very, very soon, along with some other Carnival fun little trinkets that I got on board the last cruise. Sticking with the simplicity and compacted part of the show, let's talk about this next object here. Now, I am a big fan of multi-purpose or multi-use items, right? And this is a full-size duffel bag. So I bring this with me on every cruise. I throw it right in the carry-on bag just in case I go a little overboard, or depending on where I'm going, like if I'm going to Europe for 21 days, like I am in October, this is a lifesaver because I'm paying for one bag when essentially I'm coming back with two. Now, I use this for all of my dirty clothes, and I use the hard-sided suitcase for all of the fragile stuff from overseas. I am big on feeding the local economy, so that means local artists, whether it's glass-blown work or paintings, things like that. I'd rather use the hard-sided suitcase to protect that stuff, and I put the clothes inside the compactable duffel bag. Now, it's really like compact. It's a full-size duffel bag. It opens up, it folds out, and voila, we have a full-size duffel bag. It takes seconds to fold back up, but we're not going to do that on the show. We're just going to get rid of that. It's folded. There you go. It's real simple. It's real easy. It's lightweight. It fits in the suitcase really well. If you use the packing cubes to your advantage, you can probably fit it in with shorts or shirts, whatever you put in your packing cubes. Compact it down, and then it fits perfect inside your suitcase. Now, as we go on, we continue with the bag theme, and one thing I love to take with me are these plastic little shoe bags. They're his or hers shoe bags, but I don't use them for shoe bags. What I use these for, especially when I travel with the kids, is I take the bathing suits, I put them in here, and then the wet clothes get put in here. So when you're at the beach and you got sandy clothes, you could just grab your sandy clothes, toss it in here, pull it shut, and now all of your stuff that's inside your backpack, the important stuff like your passports, your money, things like that, stay dry. You don't have to worry about sand getting all over everything. You don't have to worry about water getting all over everything, making everything wet and soggy. Nobody likes a wet and soggy bag. And these are relatively inexpensive. On Amazon, I think there's like 10 of them in a bag for like $6, $5-6. Relatively inexpensive. They work great. They work wonders. And I have used them for other things. So like if my toiletries have leaked, I'll take my toiletry bag, I'll pop it in there. That way it doesn't leak all over my clothes and things like that. So it's essentially a multi-purpose item. I'm a real big fan when it comes to multi-purpose. If I can use it for more than one thing, 100% you have me sold. Take my money, send me the product. I need multi-purpose. Now, I get this question a lot. The crossbody bag I use, what brand is it? Where did I get it from? The thing about the crossbody bag is I just started using that about a year ago. I noticed a bag that Tony had. I was interested in it. I bought it, and it is the perfect crossbody bag. This is my embarkation day bag. It holds my passports, my boarding documents, my luggage tags, my money, my tip money, everything that's important that needs to go into the safe. It's all in this bag. This bag stays with me when I get on board the ship until I'm able to get to my cabin and put everything in the safe. And it's a great little bag to take off with you in port days. It holds my camera equipment perfect. It's just the perfect size for everything I need. And nobody's going to get it off my body without me knowing. So if you're concerned about pickpocketers over in Europe or somebody snatching your bag and running, this is the perfect little handy bag. It's a Tom Took, however you want to pronounce it. I got it off of Amazon, relatively inexpensive, but it's the perfect little crossbody bag. I usually take this with me if I'm going to do a big casino video and there's a potential of a hand pay or things like that. I'll carry it around. It's great. You can use it as a fanny pack. You can use it as a crossbody. I prefer it as a crossbody. I'm not wearing no fanny pack. I'm sorry, but this is 2025. Let's bring retro back, but for guys like me, fanny packs are not the way to go. But that is a great little bag that I have. Like I said, it holds my passports, boarding documentations, cash, tip money, Uber money, anything I need like that is it's in that bag. Holds my cell phone, holds the Osmo Pocket 3, holds the microphones, holds extra batteries, external batteries, things like that. It's the perfect little crossbody bag to have for a cruise, a land-based trip, or even everyday use, to be honest. Now, I am saving one of the most important things for last. I cannot live without this. I need this every cruise. I even use this when I go to sleep at home, and that is a portable collapsible fan. Now, it's got a little weight to it, so if you're flying, it might not be as realistic, right? But for someone like me who cruises a lot out of the state of Florida, I tend to drive a lot. It's very compact. It doesn't take up much space in the suitcase. However, it's got a little weight to it. We're talking maybe 4.5, 5 pounds. I could be wrong, whatever the case may be. But this little fan pops up just like this. It goes tall, so you can put it on the floor, or you can put it on the side table or the desk in the room. It oscillates. It has 3 or 4 different fan speeds, but we all know some of those cruise cabins get really hot. Even if you got the air cranked all the way and you're pushing that boost button, for some reason, these cruise ship cabins get hot. So this little bad boy right here puts out enough air to where sometimes in the middle of the night, I have to slow it down because it gets a little too cold in the cabin. Now, I know some of the people I cruise with have got fans that are way bigger and way more powerful than this. They are the big boy 2025s. This is not as big as they come, but it is perfect. It's exactly what I need to keep the cabin cool, keep the air on me, the airflow, even oscillating. It works wonders. Now, if I tend to cruise with Scott or Cameron, I'll leave that at home because I know they bring their fans. I don't want to freeze the cabin out. If you're someone that wants to freeze the cabin out, then hey, get 2 of them, bring 2. By all means, freeze yourself out. But if I'm cruising and I'm sharing a room with Cameron or I'm sharing a room with Scott, I'll typically leave mine at home. I don't really bring it with me because I know they travel with theirs. They never leave theirs at home. So get yourself one of those fans. Now, before we get into the very last item, which is one of my absolute favorite travel items, we're going to get into the bonus items after this. But the bonus items are things that you cannot bring with you on board. There's a little twist, a little plot twist to this video. I'm going to show you 3 things that you cannot bring on board a cruise ship with you. But before we get to that point and I show you the last cruise essential item that I think is essential in 2025, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell so you can stay up to date with everything going on with me. Yes, I did it again. I asked you twice in this video, so just please do it. All right, here it is. The last travel essential I think any man or woman should have with them is a Scentbird subscription. This video is not sponsored by Scentbird. This is not a sponsorship video, so please, Scentbird, if you're watching, get at me. The email's in the description of the video. I have been a member of the Scentbird subscription club now for well over 2 years. Every month, they send me a new scent, or I can pick the scent I want, and it's perfect. It's the right amount of cologne that I need for me, and I bring 3, 4, 5, or sometimes more of these on board every cruise with me because I like different scents. I'm a big believer that you leave the house, your hair's got to be done, and you got to smell good because you don't know who you're going to meet, right? So these are some of my favorite things to add into the toiletry bag. They don't take up much space. You don't have to worry about things spilling. I know there are devices that you can purchase on Amazon that you can fill your perfumes or colognes with at home and then bring them with you. Trust me, I have had them. I've bought them from Amazon. I've bought them from Wish, the old school website, and I bought them from Temu, and they all leak. So I use Scentbird. I've been using Scentbird for over 2 years. You can get 1 cent, 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents, 5 cents, cat in the hat, whatever it may be. How many ever you want to get every month you can get. It's relatively inexpensive. It is a monthly subscription. You can cancel at any time. Like I said, this video is not sponsored by Scentbird, but hey, if the beards at Scentbird are watching, which I highly doubt, but if you are, shoot me a DM. I would love to collaborate with y'all because this is something that I've been using for a long time. And I actually found it through a sponsorship. So one of my favorite things, I always pack it in my suitcase. And I'll be honest with you, I even leave one of these in my cooler bag for work because on those hot days in Florida, you can start smelling ripe. So I don't want to smell ripe. I want to smell good. So that is the last cruise essential item that I believe will help make your traveling better in 2025. It'll enhance that travel experience, whether it's land-based or cruise-based. Now, there are other items that I use, like a device called an AirFly. I don't have it here with me to show you what it is, but it's essentially a device that makes the airline's audio devices Bluetooth. So you can link it up to your AirPods, your headphones, things like that. It's an AirFly device. I use that when I fly over to Europe all the time. It's great because I don't want to use them little plug-in earbuds they give you. I'd rather use my nice over-the-ear Beats headphones or my own personal AirPods. But let's get into some things that you cannot bring with you on a cruise ship that are banned. No matter the cruise line, no matter the cruise ship, no matter what it is, you can't bring a toaster. No matter how much toast you like, no matter how much Vegemite or butter you like on the toast, pop goes the weasel. Here it is. It's on the ban list. You can't bring a toaster. And you know what? That goes for coffee pots. You can't bring your own coffee pot with you. Coffee pots, hot plates, toasters, microwaves. All of that stuff is banned. And listen, if you got some leaves on your balcony, you can't bring your own leaf blower. That's banned too. So leave all the stuff that is banned at home. Your toasters, your irons, your leaf blowers, your coffee pots. In my case, my kids, because they're not going with me on the next cruise. So leave it all at home. Pack the cruise essentials. Everything, if not everything, most of everything, you'll be able to find in the Amazon link in the description below. Do not feel obligated to purchase anything from there, but it is there in case you are looking for something to enhance your travel experience. That's what I believe will help make traveling a little bit easier on the embarkation and debarkation process from the time you leave the house to the time you get home. I believe that'll make your traveling experience just a little bit better. So I appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out. Make sure to hit that like button on the way out. Subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I will see you on the next live. Until then, y'all know what to do. Y'all stay naughty. Peace.